You need to listen to this carefully because what was quietly discussed behind closed doors may reshape the future of the Arctic and calm one of the most dangerous transatlantic confrontations in years. After days of escalating tensions over Greenland, President Donald Trump stunned allies and critics alike by announcing that a new Greenland framework had been reached following a private meeting with Mark Rutte, the head of NATO, during the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, a move that immediately led Trump to suspend tariffs that were set to take effect on February 1st. But what exactly was agreed upon remained unclear until Rutte revealed key details in an interview with Fox News on Special Report with Brett Baier, where he made a striking claim. The idea of the United States taking control of Greenland from Denmark was not discussed at all. Pressed on the substance of the so-called framework, Rutte said Trump's focus had shifted away from ownership and towards something far broader and potentially more consequential: the security of the entire Arctic region, where climate change, melting ice and rising geopolitical competition are rapidly altering the balance of power. According to Rutte, Trump was totally right to be concerned about growing activity from Russia and China in the Arctic, warning that both powers are becoming more active by the day and that NATO cannot afford to be naive about their intentions. Trump formally announced the framework in a Truth Social post, saying the agreement covered not just Greenland, but the wider Arctic region, and confirmed that Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff would lead further negotiations and report directly back to him, signalling that this issue remains a top priority at the highest levels of the US government. Rutte also used the interview to praise Trump's influence inside NATO, crediting him with pushing European allies and Canada towards significantly higher defence spending, arguing that Trump was the leader who forced the alliance to confront hard realities and move toward what he described as a crucial 5% spending benchmark to ensure collective security. As tensions with Moscow and Beijing continue to rise, Rutte painted a stark picture of the stakes, cautioning that massive Chinese military investments are not symbolic displays and that Russian forces are not built for ceremony but for real-world use, underscoring why the Arctic has become a frontline issue for NATO's future. While Rutte declined to comment on how individual allies manage their relationships with China, he stressed that NATO's collective position is clear and firm, warning that complacency would be a costly mistake. What began as a public standoff over Greenland, tariffs and threats has now shifted into a high-level security negotiation over the Arctic itself, and while Trump's decision to pause tariffs has eased immediate pressure, the revelations from this meeting suggest that a much larger strategic contest is quietly unfolding, one that could redefine NATO's posture in the Arctic and reshape global power dynamics far beyond Greenland.